always fun. I'm pretty sure he had no idea what country he was in half the time. So we're actually consolidating mostly to the American side. It was a little spread out last year for a growing convention. Vendors, you want to obviously have more, consolidation in that respect. The Saturday, the 22nd of July, we're going to still be using the venue on the Canadian side to bring all of our Canadian friends down, give them a special price, just kind of put guest after guest after guest over there to make it say, hey, we didn't forget you guys. But all 3 days, American side convention center that's right by the falls. So it's free parking, it's free Wi-Fi, it's got really inexpensive hotels in our special block, food discounts everywhere. You can just have really the time of your life, honestly. If you've never been to the falls, there's really no better excuse than to do this. And we've got more guests, too, to talk about, too.
We stayed at the top floor of the Marriott when we went to the falls, and our entire hotel window was the falls. Like a giant, like almost like a painting. Like you walk in the room and all you saw was falls from left to right. And it was like, this is the coolest room I've ever stayed in. Other than like Vegas is always cool with the lights, but this was what, took the cake.
Maybe I missed it, but like, how's that work with like back and forth between Canada and the U.S.? Is there like
we follow them rules?
Is there a turnstile? It's like, welcome to Canada, eh?
Well, there's
welcome
the
to
bridge.
The U.S.
There's the commuter bridge. There's the Rainbow Bridge. You can drive across. It has a pedestrian section. You walk across and pay your 50 cents each way, your $1 total. You do have to go through obviously the customs process, which is actually a lot more lenient than most people realize. We had one of our guests of honor.
If they're allowing drunken, stumbling crowds of people
cosplayers with giant weapons and swords. And
I bet border people love.
We did not have a single arrest or any sort of issue with any of the attendees last year. Going back and forth, full costumes, full makeup, giant weapons, intoxication of all ages. So it seemed to work as long as you follow the rules. We had one of our guests of honor walked across with a birth certificate back and forth last year.
Nice. So you have to have basically enhanced identification, a passport, or something that proves your nationality and place of birth, right?
Absolutely. Basically, for example, if you're an American and you're trying to get over to the Canadian side, the Canadians want to pretty much know two things. First off, they can confirm who you are, and number two, you're not proving any sort of threat.
And number three, you don't have any firewood or apples. Right?
Seeds.
No.
Yeah, no foliage, no vegetation, guys.
Right.
So intoxication, that's one thing, but you got to leave those plums at home. So no, they just want to make sure that you are who you say you are, and you're not going to provide any risk. You're not going to come out. You're not drug dealing. You're not doing any secret business. You're not going to end up destitute and they have to pay to send you home or anything like that. So as long as you got those two covered, you're generally safe. Just to be safe entirely, however, www.fanworld.us or fanworld.ca, and there's a tab specifically addressing border crossings. Follow them rules.
That's so awesome. I mean, this is I remember when you guys were on last year talking about this, and this is like a first truly international con, right?
I don't think it is Fandom's multinational convention. I don't believe anybody's ever really done anything this stupid. I mean, this wonderful.
Two countries, one weekend, one amazing show.
Yep.
No, but the one thing I always remember from your old shows is the concerts, and they weren't just like couple dudes. This was like rock. This was like full blown.
Yeah, no, they were really great, outstanding, amazing concerts
that was
scheduled right across from our panel discussion.
Yeah, you got three. You got this huge room. 3 people show up.
I stopped in that room. I remember.
Yeah.
And then I went to the concert.
Right.
Yeah, we had like 8.
Yeah. And
other
guests that we've got coming out, probably not the demographic here for it, but it is now the 25th anniversary for the actual series Sailor Moon. Obviously, that means a lot of things to a lot of people. It just happens that the two big directors of the North American release both live within driving distance, so they're both coming out for the big thing, as well as one of the voice actors, who's also a voice actor of many, many, many other series, other big characters like Natsu and Soul Eater, Fairy Tail and stuff like that, would be the Todd Haberkorn. He's also going to be there as one of our voice acting guests, along with the Mr. Christopher Robin Miller, who I don't know if you guys ever drank with that man over at Midwest Media Expo or anything, YomaCon or something.
Probably.
I was say probably.
He is a wonderfully bearded, very nice Mormon man from Utah, who's also the voice of Professor Layton from the video game series.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yes.
He's not allowed to drink. He's Mormon.
He's not allowed to do it anyways, so...
That's why he does so many cons. There
you go. Yeah, what happens in Utah stays in Utah. So.
Right.
So we've got a lot of voice actors. We've got a lot of musical acts from different genres. It's not just the same genre over and over again. You got twins on harps. We've got arm cannon.
And let's just be honest. You've got hot twins on harps. I mean, they're
the hot twins. I mean, the harp twins.
They're
yeah.
really.
Yeah, now that you mention it, they do seem rather attractive.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
We're gonna play the harp. Just don't bother. Just stand there. Just don't.
Just stand there. We're good.
Yeah, we've got Arm Cannon, which is a Great Lakes region cover group that does like a lot of video game covers and some like interesting interpretations of some of the music. They kind of jam. They're going to be opening up, I believe, on the Saturday for Mr. Akira Yamaoka and what he'll be doing from Silent Hill fame. We've got German cosplayers coming out. Last year we had Australian ones. We're just trying to really bring the world together. And actually we looked at the demographics at the end of last year. We had fans attending from Turkey, Russia, at least 2 other Eastern European nations, Great Britain.
See, it's
we
not
had
all bots that listen to us.
Mexico and Argentina. And so we really had something like 12 or 13 different countries, and that's not even counting
cool.
Japan and Australia, where we had guests come out as well. So basically a lot of people are saying, let's take the family trip in the summer. Let's go to Niagara Falls. When you're the director of the Chamber of Commerce, you find a lot of people who want to ask you questions at all time of the night about that sort of thing. So,
especially calling from different time zones around the world. Right?
Absolutely. Where's a good place to eat? I don't know. Where are you calling from right now? Oh, Bolivia. Okay, that's awesome. So
when you land, there's this thing called Yelp. You should download it.
So basically, it's just a crazy idea that actually seems to be reasonably working out. It's a low cost. It's one of those bucket list locations. I mean, let's be honest. And of course,
that's a place that everybody should get to.
At least once, really. So what better excuse is there than when there's a big mixed media, gaming, animation, comic, sci-fi, fantasy, internet fandom event? So why not do that? So you can have the parents can go down the street and go take pictures and learn about, Nikola Tesla and all the work he did there, while the kids are just kind of, dancing until they pass out. So.
And those weird wax museums where you swear 3 of them are real.
I did love the meme that's floating around. If you're driving a stolen Tesla, is it called an Edison?
Ooh. It's a little ding.
Like
a little ding. That was good.
And your favorite, I remember, we will be returning with our alpaca and llama petting zoo. It was a fantastic, phenomenal success last year.
That's where we get the llamas.
Yes, we're doing slow llamas in Detroit. We're gonna get like a parade of llamas every Tuesday,
and then instead of horns, we'll just have the old we'll have MP3 players that play the old Winamp. Really whips the llama's ass.
I was hoping that was coming.
Do they make noises? Can you goose them and they're like, roar?
They're not tauntauns.
Actually, I'm going to blow your minds on this one. We actually had a surprise last year. It wasn't only alpacas and llamas. We were introduced to Buddy the Lapaca.
What's a Lapaca?
The charity petting zoo, the NPO petting zoo that actually brings these out, which is called Lakeview Sanctuary in western New York, brought, in addition to the alpacas and llama, a Lapaca. It is a hybrid, and it was big and fluffy.
So is it like a mule? Or is yeah?
Yeah, it's
What's
pretty...
the difference between a llama and alpaca? Oh.
The spitting.
The spitting. Oh, apparently that's what it is. I don't know. All I know is I want Tuesdays in Detroit. We're going to have an alpaca parade.
Llama roll.
So we should subscribe to llamaFacts.com because the llama is roughly twice the size of the alpaca. And llamas have long banana-shaped ears, while alpacas have shorter spear-shaped ears.
Didn't we have something wound up following us when we were over at the Ferndale studio? I think it was the last time we were talking that like the Llama
Alpaca
Foundation.
Detroit.
Oh yeah, that's who it was. Alpaca Detroit. Yeah.
Because I
You're welcome.
believe Bob looked it up during the last time I was on here and
then
started following, and then they followed back.
And then Randy
back,
started
right.
tweeting at them, and then that's how all the bad things happen.
Whatever happened to them? We should have an alpaca
They were
show
sheared.
like in our parking lot.
Dude, I would, yes.
Family
Let's do
day.
it. I would finish my sentence. But yes, we should totally do that.
So we find you fanworld.ca.
.world, yes, .world, fantastic.
And it's what the-
fanworld.ca for any Canadian information. It's mostly the same, let's be honest. Or fanworld.us, fanworld.us.
And it's July 21st through the 23rd.
Absolutely.
It's 2017.
If you can remember that,
All right, perfect.
Fantastic.
Corey, thank you for hanging out with us. So we appreciate it. We will talk to you about travel plans. We hope very highly to be there.
You hear 3 days of drinking, and all of a sudden,
suddenly we're in a tree. You have to.
Yeah.
So, hey, this is going to wrap things up for episode 201. We'd like to thank our guest, Dave Hines from Valiant Films, Corey Russell from Fanworld. Also, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Norton, Dollar Shave Club, Audible, Couchbase. It's going to wrap things up on behalf of Bob the Sales Guy, Dave the Geek, Nuri the FNG, and Randy. I do the Twitters. Do us all a favor and drink up your drinks. Get your phone numbers. You don't got to go home. You just got to get the hell out of here. Drive careful. Beat it.
The emergency destruct system is now activated.
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of your women.
Long live lads. You've saved your life. Have a nice day.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name? Murphy. Make the run. The run.
Game over, man. Game over.
It's over, Johnny. It's over.
Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
I can't say no, and I don't really want to, so.
Well, especially with the back doors open.
Yo! Hold up! Time out! Time out! Y'all take a chill. You need to cool that shit out. And that's the double truth. Ruth.
Bob loves it in the can.
I hope this was as much fun for you as it was for me.
That's why I like it in the can.
Joe, the cheese.
Bear me.
My job is to make sure this program is morally upright and cultural and wholesome.
Shut up, Mimsy. Shut up, Mimsy. Shut up, Mimsy.
Why would, Buick put their cars next to, the Bentleys? Why? That's not marketing. The alphabet. It's brilliant. Yeah, I can't take that position. That analogy sucks because it's right. Because you're getting your 8-track tuned up. Are we at a break yet? Yeah, so now I'm just doing stupid stuff to make me laugh. Venture capital is not the end game.
When are we going to talk about me?
Jane, you ignorant slut.
It's my show. I can say what I want.
Yeah. Kiss my ass, go home, unplug, get off the goddamn internet. You are everything that is wrong with the internet right now.
You're so white right now.
I'm the whitest guy in the room. Just explain it to me.
I love this city. I was banging on the wang.
Really? Should we talk about the tag team? Should I keep going or should I stop?
Can I just say, it's been great being on a show that talks about Mickey Rooney dying for 20 seconds and then poop for 10 minutes.